Talk a little bit about your influences, both traditionally and contemporary. Who are some of the people that you sort of try to model yourself after in terms as an artist?
Well, I don't. I used to try to model myself after a lot of cats like Miles Davis or Jimi Hendrix. You know, I come out of the jazz world,
Right.
but here lately in my older years, I I've been really just searching myself. You know what I mean? Just trying to uh, not follow the masters, but try to figure out the path that they took, and in turn follow my own path. If that makes any sense,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because we really in a time in the information age where a lot of cats just mimic what happened before them, and they don't really like take it to the next level. And I don't want to be that way. I really want to carve out a niche of my own. So what I have been doing is just checking out a lot of different stuff. Like I've been checking out electronic music, freaking folk, blues, hardcore blues, um, just all different types of music, and really bringing things together to, I don't know, have my own type of sound and approach. I really feel like you really can't get it's you really can't like play and totally forget about the ancestors, but you should really take what the ancestors did and just as they did, push the envelope to something new. So
I mean, and with that being said, you mentioned like the Miles Davises. Do you think that in today's society, with there being such a lack of emphasis on musicality and creativity, they would even have a shot? Like I think about Luther Vandross, how when he first came on the scene, for a large part, people wouldn't mess with him. He was, yeah, he was singing background and doing all kind of stuff, but he was such a valuable talent. Would he come out big greasy Luther that he is today, even with the brilliant voice that he has, and be successful compared to Chris Brown or someone that's a little bit more marketable?
definitely, because I still feel like people want to hear good music. You know what I mean? Just because it's not out there and saturated where, big music is at the top, people still want to hear it. What you hear on the radio isn't typically what's selling anyway. You know what I mean? We live in an age and time that if you really want to hear something dope, you got to go on the internet and find it. But I feel like there's still room for people to come out and people want to hear dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I don't. How do I put this? They're the way music is set up now. It's commercial. It's robots. But I still feel like people can make a career out of it. Still, like it's definitely a Luther. You can't really ignore talent. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's not really that much talent anymore because it's not really encouraged.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not really encouraged to be that different anymore. People don't identify in a massive way to different things, but then again they do. It depends on how they go about it. Like an Amy Winehouse,
Right.
that was mad different, but when something different comes, everybody gravitates toward it because it's so few and far between.
Right. Well, it's funny because you talked about the importance of the internet. What role do you think that the internet has sort of played? Because I know it has sort of a double standard for you in that of course as an artist you want to get your stuff out there, but conversely it was largely responsible for your album getting leaked the way that it was. So
But
do you view it as a positive or
most of the people that I see on the street, they tell me flat out, "Hey, I got that new joint in my iPod. It's awesome, G." But they also say, when it comes out, I'm gonna buy it
Right.
twice.
Yeah.
You know, some cats even like slip $30 in my hand, like
Yeah.
yeah, like you know. So like what I'm gonna do with this new record, I'm gonna put it out and tell people to pay whatever they feel like paying. And I'm gonna do that for like a limited time, a
Right.
limited amount of time, and just the cats that you know feel like they jacked that last album. Y'all play double, you know.
Drop that 50, right?
$50. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, let's talk about this album that's coming out, though. What should we be expecting? Should we not be expecting anything? Is this going to be a totally different bag? Is this going to be typical Bilal? A lot of different influences.
It's a progression of what I've been doing. You know, I feel like this music that I'm doing right now is I feel like it's the best shit I've done so far, personally. Like I really like it, and one of the main reasons is because I don't have an A&R or somebody in a room holding me back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going full throttle, like I'm in there.
Are there any special guests we should be looking out for, or it's all you?
Nah, it's just all me, yo. I produced it. I played most of it myself, and you know, me and my producer partner Steve McKee produced the whole album. I basically played all instruments except for like guitar and drums. So it's awesome, G. I really like it.
Well, I mean,
It's called Airtight's Revenge.
what's the significance of that?
Because I'm going through like a lot of behind the scenes legal stuff with a production company that I've signed to, and they were like really trying to hold my career back. Like I don't know, but the beautiful thing about the internet is I'm gonna put out an album anyway,
Right.
and it's called Airtight's Revenge. 'Cause Airtight is a name that I used to use when cats wanted me to be on a record, but I couldn't use my name, so I would say Airtight. So the only people that would get that joke is them. So the name of the album is Airtight Revenge, and it's dope, G. So.
Who on the scene are you checking for right now?
I'm not really listening to a lot of music. I've been really in my own lane, you know, with being a daddy and traveling. I check out, I don't know, other type of shit like Square Pushers, Apex Twins. When I start talking that type of stuff, people be like, "What is that?"
Actually, right. I know what you're talking about. Right?
Oh, awesome. See? Well, that's what I've been checking out.
Right. Is there anything as an artist that you would like to tackle that you haven't yet, like scoring a film? Or...
Definitely, I like to score a film. I'd like to do the music for an opera. Craziness. Like, definitely. I don't really have any limitations on things. I'd like to produce for another a female vocalist. I'd like to do their whole album, you know. I really want to go deeper into the production world, because that's something that I've always wanted to do. I'm not just a singer, I'm a musician too, so, you know, I'd really like to do that.
Well, thank you, brother. Have a good show tonight with Jill. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Thank you, G. Thanks for talking.
Sure.